Hi YouTube, I'm Tandy, the Pioneer Guy. I've recently made a Patreon where you can help me make content full-time. That Patreon link's going to be in the description below. If you like the video here on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button at the end. Thanks for watching. Alright chat, so I'm here playing Winota because I think Winota, the card, should be banned in the format. And whenever you have a card in a format that you think should be banned, you are doing yourself a disservice to not play it. In this specific instance, the card Winota Joiner of Forces allows you to do some just outrageous stuff at the paltry cost of 4 mana and playing some creatures early on that aren't humans. The addition of the new Innistrad sets allowed for some really powerful humans to be born. Tovolar's Huntmaster is the biggest addition, acting as a sort of a Grave Titan, a Grave Titania, if you will, that gives you a 6/6 for 6 mana and some wolves. The backside similarly also makes wolves, but also triggers when it attacks. The fight thing doesn't come up that much because it's another, but it's still pretty powerful. Fighting it off of Winota, as you'll probably end up seeing, is usually game over. Esika's Chariot is another powerful 4-drop that you can play instead of Winota in situations where you think your opponent might have spot removal spells, things that can actually disrupt your Winota turns. This card is the other brutal 4-drop in the deck, and it's extremely, extremely good. Our Mana Acceleration, 8 Elves, 2 Paradise Druid. Paradise Druid is actually coming in clutch a couple times now, but Paradise Druid on 2, Chariot on 3, really hard for some of those fair interactive decks to beat. Prosperous Innkeeper, acceleration that gains you a ton of life. Voice of Resurgence protects you from interaction on your turns where you're casting Winota, but if it does end up dying, you can usually find something to do with that giant creature, specifically using Esika's Chariot to copy. It seems pretty good. We're playing a couple of Skyclave Apparition to be a little more interactive in the main deck, along with the Brutal Cathars. I'm a bit hesitant of not having enough white sources. Right now, I think we only have 13. And 13 is a little low, so you may want to trim a Lair of the Hydra for a 4th Needleverge Pathway. But other than that, I think it's pretty solid. The one Kenrith Return King's just a powerful 1-of singleton. It's very good when you draw it sometimes. It's very good when you hit off with notice sometimes. Sideboard, we have Reidane, which can be pretty good against Supreme Verdict decks. You don't play the backside too often, but sometimes you do. If you ever play against a deck that's got snow permanents, you're just going to eat them up alive. Rending Volley, great answer to your opponent's Winotas, but good against the resurgence of blue-white spirits and other decks that have blue and white creatures. Elite Spellbinder is a pretty good pivot. Mr. Vitor himself getting brought in over Brutal Cathar whenever your opponent doesn't have targets for creature interaction. And then we have 4 Archon of Emeria and 2 Eidolon of Rhetoric to help stall our opponents when they're trying to play a bunch of spells in one turn. Eidolon of Rhetoric is specifically good because it can dodge Deafening Clarion, Radiant Flames, and Anger of the Gods. Now, Archon of Emeria also has the added benefit of your opponent's non-basic lands entering tapped. There's a couple of decks in the format that have all non-basic lands, and not a lot of removal. So if you can turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Archon of Emeria, sometimes you just slow them down so much that they can't cast anything. And I think that hopefully you'll be able to see some of that as we play through the league. Anyway, that's Naya Winota. This deck was built by P-Tarts to win. They got 2nd place in the challenge this past weekend. Let's go ahead and run it through a league and see how it goes. New deck. Tovolar back. Maybe we should keep him though, right? Because we just have a bunch of mana. I'm assuming our opponent's going to interact with us in some capacity though. And I really don't want to put back a land. Yeah, that's fine. We drew it immediately. Game's bugged. Bugged game. We're obviously playing against Blue Eye Control now, right? Yeah. Glacial Fortress gonna kill us. You've been noticing yourself? It's because the program's really bad at randomization. No lands, or sorry, you know, the no land opener happens a lot when you build a new deck. I don't really know what to do about it, to be honest. Other than just go shuffle your deck a whole lot. We're going to play Chariot with the ability to pay for Sensor. Absorb gives us a guy, but then we're going to probably get Verdicted, but we still are left with a guy if we get Verdicted, but just 4 mana. And we'll never draw Winota because we're not good at drawing Winota. And even though they only have, ooh, maybe they're fucked, chat. Maybe they're fucked. I don't think I should play another creature into Verdicts. Well, you're playing 4K Smith, and it costs 6 mana, so that makes sense. I will play Brutal. Attack for 2. I feel like no matter what deck I play, I'm going to play against a particularly mediocre matchup, right? If I play Winota, I play against decks with 8 Wraths. If I play against, I don't know, whatever. You get it. All right, we're going to try to cast this thing. If they interact, that's fine. If they don't interact, that's fine. Okay. I feel like if they had Farewell, they might have cast it last turn, but maybe not. I feel like this is a deluge situation. Yeah. Okay, so they're going to take 8, and we just hope they don't hit a Wrath. I don't know. I feel like attacking for 5 is not good enough. Attacking for 8 maybe is good enough. Incoming Emperor? Emperor would have been okay. We still have a lot of power in play. It's Wrath that I'm afraid of, really. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I'm going to need it. They cast 2 spells, but Moonrage Brute didn't flip back because day and night's weird now. I really don't like how it works now, to be honest. I like the old way better. The Night Day emblem is kind of annoying. And them playing 2 spells, not flipping it's kind of stupid, if you ask me. Leave for 10 minutes would become what we hated most. Yeah. Gotta. Well, they're playing kind of slow, so that means they don't have Wrath. Wrath would be easy mode. Alright, so we just attack, right? If they play a Shark Typhoon, it can be a 4/4, that's it. Wait, why didn't it flip? Because this only works if it's your turn. Day 9 and 4-player EDH is the worst. Yeah. So I just say go now, right? What's up, Card Bros? Alright, we just say go now, I think. Yeah, they kind of chucked it by letting us attack with it, I think. Do the old werewolves do the same thing now? No, old werewolves are still templated poorly. Alright, so we want Spellbinder. I kind of want Reidane to make the Wraths more expensive. I think that's okay. Just the front side, just their Wraths cost 2 more, I think is huge. Spellbinder's great. Archon, their lands that are tapped might be okay. We'll cut Brutal Cathar for sure. For Spellbinder, it's like a pretty easy one. Skyclave has uses, but I think it's a little too lackluster. We could maybe cut an elf or 2. Or the Paradise Druids. I think Paradise Druid runs me into stuff a little harder. Maybe we keep Skyclave because it can answer random shit that I hate, like Cage. Alright, whatever. And it can target the Planeswalkers too, so it's not that bad. Farewell is kind of brutal. They're going pretty fast, so it's Farewell. That sucks. Oh, it's Verdict, duh. Alright, that's fine. Now we Winota plus Chariot, and we're Gucci Mane. Forgot about Reidane. I'm gonna go Spellbinder. Let's just take Shark Typhoon. Another Spellbinder. We could have 3, 6, 12, 20, 16. Maybe we killed him if we get 2 Huntmasters, but let's put them in a tough spot at least. Yeah, maybe I could have got... I mean, if I had gotten the first Huntmaster, I'd go for the second Huntmaster too. But since I got the Spellbinder, I think double Spellbinder is good. Oh, what's up, Giraffe? Yo, that's why Reidane was so good, right? It just kind of screwed him a little bit. Do I mulligan this hand? Probably. To be honest, you think Winota's favored against blue-white? I think with voices, it's certainly not that bad, right? Anything's possible. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand's kind of lame. We'll keep this one. Put back a Huntmaster. So we can go elf into voice no matter if our elf dies or not. Oh, hey. Thank you, sweetie. Alright. Temple Garden tap. Maybe it's Winota with no elf. Incoming Huntmaster off the top. How often does that happen? Ooh, even better. Spider-Man meme? Yeah. Everybody always says hi to you whenever you come give me lunch, just so you know. Everybody loves Callie. Wonder if I should have Brutal Cathar there. Not sure. Putting a voice down means that they might I think so. Let's see what they do next turn. They don't have a 4-drop this turn, so no matter what they do, they have to Brutal Cathar the elf. So maybe I should have gone Brutal Cathar their voice so that they are tempted to go brutal on brutal. Maybe. Yeah. I think I'm okay trading as well if they attack. Now you brutal their brutal. Yeah, I know. It's just weird. I guess now I Skyclave their brutal. I think I still no attack. If they hit their 4th land drop and play Winota, though, they can certainly steal the game. If all they do is Chariot, though, we have a good shot because we have 2 attacks. All right, well, that's great news. That means they're probably in a lot of trouble. Yes, win Morda. And I really don't care if my Skyclave dies here because the Brutal's not going to come back. It's just going to be a 3/3. So we're definitely going to attack with both. See what we hit. Huntmaster, that should be enough. I mean, they can obviously Winota next turn and go crazy, maybe, but the Huntmaster is usually enough if you hit it once, depending on the matchup. Drew Winota, that's the pro move in the mirror. I know, pro move. We got money moves. All right, so they're going to block this. They're going to have 2 creatures, and now they have potential Winota for 2 creatures on the swing back. So they're not dead yet, necessarily. We can get a little unlucky, but we have plenty of blockers, so it's hard to die straight up. And if it's just Brutal Cathar, we can unlock our Winota from their Brutal Cathar with our own. So drawing Winota just like Jim Davis would, yeah. Jim Davis, how did he finish in the Pro Tour? Did they have Winota last turn? No, they just have Chariot. Okay. Didn't win in top 8? Brummer. The PT was dual format? Yeah, it was dual format. It was Pioneer and Historic. Or sorry, Historic and Alchemy, excuse me. Excuse me. Does this matter? I guess we target Elemental. Play Elf attack. Or no, I guess we attack with Elf, right? I don't want to play an Elf. I'm gonna get so many triggers though, right? Like it's just hard to miss. All right, so definitely the Tovolars, definitely these 3, and then I think these 2. I think Winota is fine to attack with as well. I think it's just too much for them to deal with. It's just too many triggers. Just doesn't matter. Winota is so fucked up. I will keep the one that's indestructible. That's fine. Brutal number 1. We'll tag the illusion token. We want to take away blockers. I don't really want to target the Chariot in case we randomly don't kill them, but okay, this should be good enough. I don't think it matters variance. I think it's just way overkill. I think no matter what happens, they're just taking 1,000. All right, so Archon makes all their lands intertapped. I think on the play that's really good, but maybe on the draw it's not worth. We need all of these. We need our elves. Voice can maybe go. It's all about interaction and elves, I think. So Voice is a protective spell for a different type of matchup. I don't know if we can board in Archons and things like that on the draw. It could be at least this. The one spell a turn thing is not relevant. It's just the non-basic land thing. If we go turn 1 elf, turn 2 Archon, all their lands intertapped, and it just really screws them up. But I think we might want to save that for the draw. Or for when we're on the play. What do you think, chat? Something like this. Archon or Spellbinder. We'll do 1 Archon, and then on the play, we'll add more and try to cut something. I don't know what yet, though. All right, well, we have white off of the Innkeeper, and this hand has 2 elves. They're on the mulligan. So I think we're in business. We can go elf into Innkeeper elf, and then Winota. Let's see if they have answers, though. All right, they're on 5. This should be easy. Someone needs to interact or die? Yeah, with this hand for sure. But, I mean, they're on the play, so they can put pressure on us as well, right? We have to worry about what they're doing, too. But they're on 5, so they're going to be a little weak to any interaction. Probably. Yeah, they can maybe goldfish us. That's right, Scoot. Because we don't have interaction either. You know, we're just going to play 3 elves into Winota on 3 and hope it's good enough. But if they Brutal Cathar elf here, you know, we're playing Innkeeper. Not Innkeeper elf, probably, because we need the white. Unless, of course, we draw white, and then we'll go Innkeeper elf. Maybe. Brutal on elf is quite strong. It's a great early play for sure. All right, so they have our similar draw. Now, if they play Chariot, we're in business, but if they play Winota next turn, we might be screwed. If they attack, I may block thinking. No attacks. All right, so let's go Innkeeper, and then we'll play Elf and gain a life. What's up, Cam? I know, Cam. I woke up so tired today, dude. I feel you on that. Daylight savings already kicking my behind. I got lunch, chat. I'm hungry. It's fine. We'll watch some. We'll watch an old match after this. What format y'all want to watch? Y'all want to watch Tom Ross kill someone with Infect? What's for lunch today? I made a pretty delicious pasta last night. Cool. All right, we're just fucking dead, probably. Very fun. Are there any Pioneer tournaments to watch? Not really, no. Isn't Magic fun? Is 5 just as good as my 7? Yeah, and he's on the play, so it's better. They missed on the second one, though, so we'll just take. And then we got to get lucky. We have to actually kind of want to draw land, right? So that I can attack with 2. He missed on the second, otherwise we'd be stone dead. All right. If we don't hit the Brutal Cathar, I think we are dead. So good luck me. Even if we have Brutal Cathar, another Winota could be scary. Yeah, we just have to hit this because they're just going to have too much recourse next turn otherwise. So it is what it is, chat. And we have another Winota on backup if we draw a white source, but right now we're just at the mercy of our opponents. Big Show, I think we're going to watch that whole event at some point, though, so I don't know if I'll watch a random match. All right, so they have Apparition. They're going to target Brutal Cathar and get back their thing and get 2 more triggers. Or they may target my Winota. No. Okay. Opponent's smart. Very smart. Tandy, the real format to watch is Loki, Pauper, super underrated. Well, there's no fucking Pauper tournament to watch while I'm eating lunch. You know what I mean? I'm asking, what do you want to watch while I'm eating lunch? All right. Well, step 1, hit Tovolars. What's step 2? Isn't this fun? I guess we'll block Brutal Cathar and get our elf back so we get an extra trigger. Weird Cathar attack? I agree. I think people just kind of F6 a bunch with Winota, though. They don't think about how attacks are supposed to go. And it doesn't matter anyway because they hit 2 Tovolars, so we're probably dead. This is 12 coming in. I guess it's only 14, so we're not technically dead, but I mean, we're not technically dead, but I don't think even our own Tovolar hits can't save us, right? What's up, Arcto? Tolerate. I think if I watch something like that, I'm gonna get DMCA'd, my dude. I can watch like YouTube stuff that like people I know made or whatever, you know. Some people watch MasterChef though, so who knows? You can do whatever you want, I guess. All right, so let's attack with the 3 biggins, the 3 goodens. Isn't this fun and good, chat? This back and forth? It's really interesting. I've never missed on 3 Winotas before. That's funny. Never missed on 3 Winotas in a row before. That was brutal. All right. What do I cut? I don't want to cut. I guess I shouldn't cut Paradise Druid, right? What should I cut? Both teams trying hard. They mulliganed to 5 and had the nuts, and I had nuts on the draw, and it just didn't matter. Do I even want Rending Volley? Do I even want Archons? I feel like turn 2 Archon is just broken. Not gonna lie, they had us in the first half. Were the baddies today? I know. My bad. Whatever. We'll just play one Archon. Can't figure it out. Don't want to cut anything. Hey, we have our one Archon and we easily win because of it. Chats. What do you think, chat? Do you think we're easily going to win because of our one Archon of Emeria? Maybe we should play more than one in our sideboard, you know? Now that I have it in my opening hand, I'm like, wow. You know, it's just wow. 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 Only need one if you draw it. That's true. That happens sometimes, Curd Bros. I was very low percent chance to win that one, I think, anyway, no matter what I did. Elfin Archon's vintage playable. Does that happen with Deathrite every now and then? Or do people even play Noble Hierarch in that format? No clue. All right, so they have green. So Archon actually shuts them off of colored sources too, right? Every single land's non-basic, so it's just every single land enters tapped. Oh, that makes me feel a little more at ease. And then we'll Brutal Cathar next turn if we don't draw land. If we do draw a land, we'll just play Winota and attack. Get that online, I believe. Grass Ely Cassis, what did you think? I didn't really watch too much after the first day, Arcto. I was busy. I have things going on. I'm an adult man. I'm just kidding. I was hanging out with Callie all day, Saturday, Sunday. I want a second red. I don't know if I need another green. I'll do second red. I think I'm going to go ahead and go Winota, though, since they can't really do much about it. And if I hit something nuts, like, they're still having... Their land still enters tap next turn, so... They can maybe Brutal this, and then I just Brutal them back and easily win. Oh, cool. I'm sorry, Cam. It happened while you were asleep last night. It was a daylight savings transformation. They're making a movie about it. Archon Werewolves is interesting. It's called Big, yeah. Look. Top 5 movies ever made. Big. All right, should I Brutal Cathar, hold up Rending Volley? I think I should maybe just hold up Rending Volley. If I draw a land, I can do both, I guess. I want to attack with the elf, though. All right, we're going to attack with everything. And we'll just hold up Rending Volley for their, what you calls it. All right, we hit. That should be game because of the Rending Volley. Because they can't really match our Winota. But turn 2 Archon just kind of stumped their center their growth. Let's take another Brutal. Or another Tovolars. Second is obnoxious. Yeah, you think? Why do you think the headline is what it is? I'm probably just gonna play Winota this weekend, chat. It's like easy mode. Anybody going to Indy got me a Winota deck? Does anyone going to Indy got a Winota deck for me? Oh, is that, or did you mistime that, or did you forget about it, or did you mistime it? Yeah, no clue. That's wild. They just let me get 2 Tovolars Huntmasters. Maybe they can't beat this card and they were planning on hoping I whiff and then beating this card. I really don't get it. I don't know how they didn't just kill my Winota pre-combat. Yeah, that was weird. Chariot. I'll show you when to actually cast it. It's right now! With the Prosperous Innkeeper trigger on the stack. Curd Bros, you can get me one? Okay. Do you need the list? I'll just send you a list on Bearded Ross, Miriam. Did it grow overnight when you got dumpstered by P. Sully? Is that when you grew the beard? I gotta know. Inquiring minds need to know. Was it a grown overnight situation? We'll keep this one. I'm gonna put back Mana Confluence, I think. Uh-oh. Kumano faces the wall. Elf, perfect draw. Ginger, thanks for the 27 months, my man. Swissbeer, okay. No land. Dealer. We're in trouble, chat. We're in trouble, chat. Elf always dies, don't you know? So this can block Kumano, but it gets exiled, so it doesn't even block it that well. This also, Kumano just fucks my voice up. That's hilarious. Voice used to be so good against this deck. And they have a fucking light of the stage? No. All right, so 2, 4, 5. I doubt we're gonna come anywhere close to winning. Can we get a Kitchen Finks? Oh, we got Skyclave Apparition. Does that count? All right, we're at 1. Yep. Cool. No sideboard cards? Is that good, or what do you think, chat? Reidane? Backside of Reidane do anything? I guess that's pretty good. Archon means they can only play one spell a turn. Is that worth? What do we cut? Paradise, maybe? Maybe you have a Cathar? Yeah, Cathar seems kind of lackluster. That's fair. Because we can Winota with a mana creature without a dying. My Innkeeper will probably die, but we'll see. The mono red deck's good. Multiple did well this past weekend. I'm very heavily considering it, so take that however you want. Without dying Wink. I mean, if they just play Eidolon or whatever, then I'm in good shape. You don't know. I know, monkey brain. Nothing we can do about it. There's just nothing to be done. Light up. Chariot into Winota should be GG. I mean, maybe. Oh, does that mean they're playing Shrapnel Blast? Or they just have Synthesizer to be cool? So I think I am going to activate Chariot to block, because that incentivizes them to play a removal spell now, which could tap them out so that my Winota gets to go unmolested. If that's the case, that's great. I don't want them to kill my Chariot, really. I mean, I don't want them to kill my tokens, I guess. See, they're going to kill a cat. All right, whatever. Distraction. Maybe we double block? I guess this means maybe I don't do anything. Nah, I'm just not going to block. Change my mind. Do your worst. Okay. Your thing is way more powerful than their thing? Yeah. And also, if they just have 2 shocks, they just go shock, shock both cats, right? And then my Chariot's fucked. But now, at the very least, they tap out, we take 8, then we just go Winota, and then attack with Chariot and Keeper, maybe get some stuff. Miss on the first, okay. Okay, fine. Are we dead now? If so, I'm gonna be sad. I did cut my Brutals though, so I can't really complain. We cut a lot of our hits. I wonder if we're dead this turn. All right, so do we attack with Chariot as well? I think so. Do we just get another look for Huntmaster? Because Huntmaster should be game. We could ride in on the backside, and then their stuff deals a lot less damage to me. I think it's Hydra. Yeah, I think we're dead if we don't kill him this turn, so... We can gain some life, though, so maybe it's not all lost. Alright, cool. So we hit Tovolar, should be good. It even gives us blockers, so... Alright. I don't think Spellbinder's that good. But maybe Archon's worse than Brutal. This can at least slow them down. Forces them to target my stuff with burn spells. I don't know. I guess we keep and hope they don't have a million answers to voice. I'm gonna shock on one and play Elf, probably. I don't want to play this on green if I can help it, but if they kill my Elf, I don't think I have a choice. Alright, so they mulligan to 6. Alright, that's good. We'll go with this Elf. If it dies, it's fine. If it doesn't die, we'll probably play Archon next turn. Interesting they didn't kill this. I'm definitely blocking. Not let him light up the stage. Oh, maybe actually Archon was good, but I don't know. I feel like they have a bunch of answers to Winota in hand since they didn't have a 1-mana creature to play on turn 1. And they didn't kill my Elf on 1. Gatekeeper on creatures is fine. Play this on red. We'll play Archon. Next time we'll play Winota, and then if they interact with it, we get a trigger. Gatekeeper on creature again. Okay. So they're gonna lock themselves out in a second. I think I'll block, actually. Yeah. So we take 4 down to 10. But if they interact, we get a voice token. I think I don't want to attack with voice yet. I think it's just too... Yeah, that's fine. We miss, but... If they play a creature, they take damage. I think I have to do some blocking now. But they can only play 1 spell, so I'm not super upset by it. Max prevent, I guess. Don't know. I might get burned out. They can't play another spell, right? Oh, so that means their last card is Chandra? They were going to tap 3? Oh, maybe it's Light of the Stage. Alright, let's hit. Tovolar. That should be game unless we just get burned out, but it's hard to burn me out with Archon. It has to be like a burn spell into untap burn spell. Any creature they play kills them. We'll just definitely block no matter what they do. And then just hope they can't burn spell into burn spell. But it's going to be hard to do with Archon in play, so... Voice is a great card. Voice is very cool, I agree. Live the stage into Skewer and Kamana, but they can't cast either because of Archon. Okay, easy. Do I keep and hope I get a red? I think this hand's kind of bad, right? We don't even have red for Winota. If my guy dies, I'm in a lot of trouble. We'll mull. This hand's a bit better. We'll put back Huntmaster. Argo says 2 and 10. Just call it any old Tuesday. Yeah, you're right. You right. Making me feel bad. You right. All right, so we'll mulligan. We'll put those back, and now we'll put Tovolar on the bottom. Card that has not been impressive. Skyclave Apparition has been hard to cast. The double white's actually super gross. I think I might move those out of the deck. But I don't know that the Blade Historian would be that much better, but maybe Blade Historian is better. I do like being able to interact, but the double white is just so hard to get. So I might cut this all together because of that. In the other versions I was playing, I was usually adding a Mana Confluence or the 4th Needleverge Pathway, but Needleverge not casting Elf is such a disaster. We'll keep. All right, we're also winning a lot of die rolls today, which is nice. All right, no Elf, so we'll just turn 1 Stomp, turn 2 Voice, and hopefully we draw land so we can curve out. Tandy on Winota? I know, Jamie. It's like we've had enough. I've had enough, chat. Yeah, I agree, Jay Marzi. I was just giving it a shot because the winner of the last tournament was playing it and it looked okay, but... All right, let's play this shock. Luckily, Mausoleum Wonder cannot do anything about this Chariot coming down next turn. White mana from them means nothing. There's no 1-mana white things I'm afraid of. So, well, we drew this, so we'll just go ahead and do it. Might as well. They don't even see if I miss. Love it. Rending Volley comes in for sure. And now, I think Archon and Spellbinder both screw me up. Or Spellbinder's okay, but let's see. Reidane's maybe okay because it flies. Rending Volley for sure. The 4 flex slots, the Skyclaves and the Paradise Druids, I'm still not sure on. But Skyclaves looked okay there, right? But we could have Brutal Cathar instead. And I do think it's good in the matchup, so we're going to keep it. If they were mono blue, the Reidane would be much better because of the Snow Claws. The mono blue deck plays the Ascendant Spirits. Spellbinder could be okay here. Do I just trim my top end? Do I just cut all my Huntmasters for Spellbinders? Should I do this, chat? Maybe even do this. Is this anything? Feels so loose. Spellbinder is like okay, not great in the matchup, right? It's like okay. Okay, Kenrith. Play Phoenix and Indy. Should I be worried if I get paired against this? Tyler, I think you're actually pretty favored against Winota, to be honest. All right, well, this is a pretty great hand. Voice against the deck trying to interact on my turn is always great. Yeah, Phoenix has a pretty decent matchup against this, usually. Anything's possible, though. This deck is really powerful. I think that Winota decks lose to themselves more often than they lose to their opponent's decks. Well, Firemind, I don't know how consistent Winota is even going to be. So I'm kind of just trying to go low to the ground, interactive a bit, and then just beat them on rate. But I think by trying to do that, we end up just losing the X factor of our deck. So I think doing it is a mistake, which is why I didn't. I will go Temple Garden first so we can play this on green. All right, no 1-drop. That's actually huge for me. That means our Brutal Cathars and our Voice is going to be a lot better. Now, if we play Voice on 2 and they have the answer for it, that's not great. Like if they had the immediate counterspell. All right, we're still going to Voice on 2. That way we can start playing Brutal Cathars and chain up naturally without fear of counterspells or interaction. If they do play counterspells or interaction, we can maybe get their ass. All right, well, that sucks. I'm going to get a 2/2 just so I can put a little more pressure on them maybe. And also gives me more creatures if I draw Winota. Okay. So, but the second Skyclave can't target the token, right? Maybe I should have attacked first. The ground creatures aren't that important, though. I'll just take it. I hope they don't have a counterspell for this. I'm going to attack with just Moonrage Brute. I don't want to get eaten by Spellqueller here. Yeah, Queller that, I know. Too bad we don't gain 2 life or whatever. 4-1, chat! Alright, here we go, chat. Here we go, chat. Oh, we won the die roll, 4 out of 5. We got a mulligan, though. Yeah, let's mull. Alright, this hand's a bit better, but we're still a little weak. We need to draw multiple lands. I'm going to put back Voice. All right, so I think it's green, white, right? Green. Blood Crypt. Okay. All right, so Paradise Druid here could be the nuts. Paradise Druid into Chariot. Lamau. How can you win? How do you beat Chariot if you're Rakdos, chat? Short answer is you don't. All right, stop me. Okay. If I draw an untapped land, they're stone dead. If I don't draw an untapped land, they still have to beat Chariot plus cat token, which I guess they can go shatter, kill token. I'm hoping they just play Bone Crusher Giant, though. I'm definitely in for that trade. Damn. Land! Well, they successfully did some stuff, and I'm sad about it, to be honest. I hate this land. I think it's going to go down to 1. Drawing it here is such a nightmare, man. I think I'm going to Skyclave here. We can Winota for 1, but I think if I miss, I just lose my cat token and might be in trouble. So here, at the very least, they have to deal with 2 things. Kind of. I mean, we had the Lair of the Hydra earlier, and it was quite strong. So, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. So, are we afraid of Den of the Bugbear? Do I just cast Winota into 5 open mana? What can they have? I don't know what they can have, so let's just make them have it. I think it's got to be 2 spells, or they got to do some finagling. Discard Innkeeper, I guess. Okay. That's fine. And we missed, of course. No, they're werewolves on the backside. I'm going to target the token instead of the Harvester, force them to have another blood token if they want to kill Winota. Since they have the blood token now, they could just like cycle and play push or something. So hitting this first and then attacking, I think, is fine. I guess they can kill this with a trigger on and then it doesn't go away. Another Kolaghan's command. This is a joke. This is a cruel joke. 3 Kolaghan's commands, huh? Let's see if I can still win anyway. What's up, Sebastodon? Alright, so I guess next turn we just activate Lair of the Hydra and attack. And hope that they don't have push. Okay. So they're probably going to attack for 3. I'm not going to trade 2 for 1 yet. I'm going to attack with a 3 through Hydra and get a trigger. Because if we had Huntmaster, I think the game ends. And we're at 16, so or 19, so we can afford to take 3 to 16. All right, well, we have to do it for 3 for multiple reasons. All right, cool. We had Huntmaster, so we're in business now. They have to double block Huntmaster and then single block Lair, I think, to not be completely fucked. And then the Wolves will know, like, it's easy. This is why you play Lair. All of our card decisions make sense. Once you see it play out, everything makes sense. The creature land, only playing X number of humans, everything makes sense. Sometimes you just gotta fight through hate and get a little lucky or unlucky, you know? Shit happens. They're attacking with both. This is sorcery speed only. So I think I double block the illusion. I could just take 7. This is 9 though. I think I'm just gonna double block here. Surprised they didn't attack with Din as well. Din would have made things a little more interesting. I think they're just in trouble here now. This needs double green, right? Now whenever this attacks though, I get 2. All right, we're at 8. This is going to put us slow. There's not that many creatures left in the graveyard actually, so these are kind of scary though for sure. But we'll get two more wolves when we attack. We'll get some more. Maybe I attack with all. Because we did get 2 blockers on the way back. I'm fine trading because we have another Winota. I can even play Elf and then Winota next turn to get more triggers. I'm playing real slow. All right, let's say we hit a brutal or something. Kenrith is big and forces a block. All right, we hit it anyway. Oh, it's on the backside though, so it doesn't even transform. We can give him trample though, so I think we win. We can just go trample elf. Then go block here, trample GG. Trample. Can we also give plus one counter if it's not lethal? Yes, but it's lethal. All right, so this is 5, 8, 10, 15 exactly. Let's double count. 5, 6, 7, 12, 15. All right, how do we sideboard here? No changes? Maybe no changes. Brutal Cathar seems kind of lackluster. I'm gonna keep hope I don't get Thoughtseize, I guess. Rip. Scooter says the next Ridge games have shoes that will make you 6'2". I don't believe so. I don't believe so. All right, well, we got Thoughtseize, so now our hand stinks. Unfortunate. Nothing we could have done about it, really. Thoughtseizing and getting, or sorry, mulliganing and then getting hit with Thoughtseize is basically the same as keeping a mediocre hand and getting Thoughtseize. The difference is I have lands, and so killing my elves don't actually hurt me too badly. You know what I mean? So let's go. I don't need this much red, so we'll just play Innkeeper. I don't want to play the elf off of the token because I think the token's good. If they stomp this into Bone Crusher Giant, I think that's fine too. I almost didn't play anything because I didn't want them to have this sequence. You know what I mean? But, you know, then maybe they just play Graveyard Trespasser and then I'm in trouble, so. Yeah, they had it anyway, it's fine. This card's extremely good, by the way, chat, if you didn't know. All right, well, we drew another land and an elf as our 2 draws since we got Thoughtseize. So not doing great, but Lair of the Hydra is a decent land here. We can at least make it big enough to start attacking through their creatures. We can even use it to maybe trade with Bone Crusher Giant. Yep, there's only one thing they didn't know about, but if it was Huntmaster, then they were going to get clapped. So I don't hate that play from them, especially if they have a land so they can go land Bone Crusher or a 2-mana removal spell for the elf. All right, well, we can't block, so taking it. Free shock, let's go. I know. Here comes the Bone Man, the Bone Zone. Although if they play Bone Zone, we can just draw Huntmaster and be in good shape. Winota can attack and maybe find something if we draw Winota. Chariot's good. We got like 12 good draws. Skyclave's not a terrible draw. Target the Bone Zone. The Trespasser is good, but without things in the graveyard to eat, it's not that big of a deal. And I don't want to have to discard a card necessarily, so. If these don't have creatures to eat, you don't actually take the damage, which is nice. But, you know, they'll probably kill this and then attack and eat it and gain a life, and yeah. So we stalled a little, but we're still in not great shape because they also have a 3/3 on defense as well. Maybe Skyclave's not that great either, though, especially because this keeps doing the thing, you know? All right. Well, we have a blocker that matters. That's pretty good. Our draws have not been bad. We drew a land, a elf, an apparition, and a chariot. Kalitas is a nightmare from which there's not much recourse. All right, we need Winotodon one time. Oh, Cletus. Oh, Cletus. All right, how big are we making this Lair of the Hydra if they attack? That's the question. I think just 4/4. And then if they go to kill it, we'll activate Chariots. Can't really block Cletus. Cletus is like nightmare fuel. All right, Blood Crypts tapped. That's a good sign. That's a good sign for us. I think they still might have a Fatal Push though. Maybe not though. Phoenix, we are playing Winota and upset about it. Is the jam. All right, we need to draw Huntmaster or Winota. Aesop Rocky. Real fast. All right, so their thing's going to transform. Nothing we can do about it. I will play another Lair of the Hydra. We'll just say go. We're going to lose the Castle Locthwain. Both teams playing hard. Reduce too poorly this game. I mean, we drew a Chariot. We didn't draw one. I mean, I don't know. We could have mulliganed, but we were getting Thoughtseize, so it's hard to mulligan. You know what I mean? It's hard to mulligan. All right, so I guess they don't have a Fatal Push. This is strange. I think we still double block. They're going to end up with 2 zombies, though, so we're going to be in bad shape. At least Cletus can't grow right now. It's about to. All they need is removal, and then it can grow. I'm surprised if they had that, why they didn't attack, to be honest. All right, so they're going to kill the Chariot. We get to keep the Innkeeper. They get another zombie. We still have a big Lair of the Hydra. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to be a 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I'm going to activate it for all of it. So oh, I was just wrong. I was just 1 off. I should have shocked. I just can't count. That's fine. I guess I forgot the 1. So they're going to put Lair first, and they're going to sack, and then they're going to end up with a token. But I think I get to kill Cletus. Otherwise, they would have killed this before. And they have to spend like their whole turn doing it. So I guess they can shock this. What's up, Owl? Okay, we got it off the table. And our voice might be good too now. I wonder if we're going to get Thoughtseized. Get to gain a little life as well. Now we're going to peel Winota and win very easily. I don't really want to block with this if I can help it. They might not attack. I think I'll probably trade Paradise Druid with Zombie. I don't think I'll trade Voice in a thing for a token, though. Another Kalitas. That sucks. We'll just take 5 and hope we draw Winota or Huntmaster. Okay, Huntmaster it is. Maybe I actually don't attack. Maybe attacking's bad, actually. I'll just say go. All right, so we made a small punt by giving haste instead of potentially gaining life. The Paradise Druid can, let's see, is this only under its owner's control? So we can't steal their creatures out of the graveyard. So this can be a 5/6. I'm going to put a counter on it. They have to sack a thing and have a removal spell for 1 and another buff. And if they had that, I think I'd be dead anyway. I'm hoping they just missed the +1/+1 counter thing. I mean, if they have push plus pump again, I mean, we're kind of screwed anyway, right? Now, they could just have like a stomp or something. A stomp will kill the Kenrith at least. Yeah, but we have to try to get it off the table, Roy. We can't beat it long term, right? Gaining some life. Eventually, they're going to draw a removal spell for it. Now, they may even have like Kolgan's Command, but I was hoping that they just fucked up. It was such a confident attack in a spot that I did not think that they knew that how in bad a shape they were. But obviously they can go kill it, bring back something, you know. Yeah, and now we're golden. See? Now we're in great shape. Now we just attack with everything. We have pumps. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 7, 8. Let's just attack with these two. Then we'll play Innkeeper with our last one. This matchup blows. Yeah, I mean they have maybe made some mistakes, but I think we just had to play to our outs, right? And our outs were that they made a mistake. Well, we were on empty for a while, K-Smith, and we just kind of drew like a Kenrith in the right spot, Chariot in the right spot. They have a lot more creatures, I think, than they're supposed to have, you know. But maybe they just kind of flooded out. I don't know. I don't know if gaining 5 life is that big of a deal, but maybe you're right. I'm trying to kill them. Den the Bugbear attacking, we can still I guess removal spell plus Den attacking, we take 7. Maybe you're right, but I kind of like threatening lethal next turn. Archer, okay. Yeah, that might have been better, Law. All right. Harvester, pitch I. Soren the Mirthless. Okay, we can beat that one. Also, to be clear on the last attack, I also wasn't 100% on how low I was. Another Weathered Runestone. That's fine. Any attacks? I think they're dead. I think trample plus buffs equals dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 3 buffs and a trample. So let's see how they block, and we'll just do some stuff. I know, Law. They should have minus on that too, I think. They needed a 2/3 lifelinker, but maybe it's just not good against Kenrith. All right, so let's go trample. All right, put us at 1. The plus on this doesn't do anything anymore. Den of the Bugbear is not that scary. We have 3 large creatures. I wonder if I missed lethal. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. It's nighttime now too. Look at the top card. Okay. No wrath, please. What wrath even kills me? Oh, I can't think of one. Hey, believers, chat! Hey, the believers! Hey, the believers! Choose outcome? Choose outcome? Believers, chats! Always bet on the believers!